Hey guys, what's going on? It's RC Knockout and I am back with another video. Now, today I am going to be replacing the shock caps on my Traxxas X Maxx. So I'm going to be taking the shocks apart, and I'm also going to be filling them up with some new shock fluid in the process. So I'm going to be jumping up to a 50 weight shock fluid because currently it just has the stock 30 weight. I don't believe they're leaking anything, so I don't think I'm going to have to rebuild these shocks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch these aluminum caps on, which I've had for a very long time. I think all I'll have to do is switch the bladder out of these stock caps and then just put these on like normal. And I think these little bits right here must go along the side because there's 8 of them. So it must go along the side like up in here, in between the sides of the shock cap at the top. That's the only thing I can think of. I will be using a drill in order to speed this process up. So, alright guys, let's jump right into it. So first off, we got to remove the little screw down here, which I believe that's just a 2 mil. I need to make sure not to strip that. There we go, and that comes out like such. Now I need something to push that through. Let me get from behind. There we go. And that's starting to come out, and just like such. And now the bottom is already undone. Now let's just work on the top, and I don't really have this set up so you can see me working on the top. Let me move that up just a smidge so maybe you can see me. Same is going to be true for the top. That should be a 2 millimeter. And there we go. Once again, I use just a little tiny Allen's key to push it through from the back side, like such. There we go, guys. As simple as that, and we already have one shock out. So I think I'm just going to do one shock at a time like this. So I'm going to push the RC aside, trying to determine how I have to hold this in order to get this to come apart. Oop, starting to come. Starting to come apart, guys. And this is all I have just to throw it in. I just have it in this little case where I put a broken shock shaft previously that kind of has some shock oil in it, so I don't really mind dumping the shock fluid in there. So basically, we're just going to take the top off like such. And that actually came off fairly easy. And here's that bladder I was talking about that we're going to have to reuse. Bladder comes out. And here's what the shock fluid looks like. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on camera, but I will get it dumped out for you guys, and you guys are going to kind of see. It doesn't look horrible. Doesn't look great, though, either. Ugh. You guys can see the color of that? It's definitely kind of dirty. Let's go ahead and make sure to get all of it out. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to start filling it up with the 50 weight, which I got this Team Associated. Well, factory team, but I think that's Team Associated. Is it? Yeah, it's Team Associated 50 weight shock fluid. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and start pouring it in. And the 50 weight should definitely be thicker than what it had in it, because it did have 30. Doesn't seem as thick as I thought it would be. I still thought 50 weight would be thicker than that. Oops. Right. Get the top of this cleaned off just a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push down on it, compress it, try to get all of those bubbles out. I'll do that once again. And it comes just about up to the top there. I don't see any air bubbles coming out. Maybe just a dab more. Whoops. I want to make sure it can still go through its full length of suspension travel. So that's compressed all the way, guys. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... Another thing I'm going to have to do also, I'm going to have to reuse that bladder, but like I was saying, well, I wasn't saying this actually. Since this is going to be aluminum on aluminum, I'm going to put a dab of thread lock on these threads in here so that we don't have any issues with that coming undone as I'm driving this machine. Just put like a tiny 1 dot here, 1 dot here type of thing. There we go. So I'm going to put the bladder back in downwards like such. Probably get a little bit tighter. Should be tight enough. And as you guys can see, it goes through its full length of travel. I think these are just to go on either side of this. So like one right here, these little bits right here, I think these just go on either side. Because as you can see how they differ, they don't have the same type of pivot ball, or whatever this is called right here. It doesn't have that in the top. It just has like a little one in there, so that's my guess. So let's get the bottom one in first. Let's see which one's the bottom one. This one's the bottom one. Try to get this set up on the top. Wow, guys, that took forever to get that on. I scraped the crap out of the cap, and the pin did not want to slide through the actual cap. So this part right here on the cap, those pins did not want to slide through it, which hopefully I don't have that same issue on the other ones, because I completely like bent the whole top of the shock tower out of place. It took forever in order to get that pin to push through. And then on top of that, you got to put these little black pieces right here. Got to put these on either side. So one there, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was going right through the middle. That pin did not want to fit. That took a long time. I finally got it slid in there, but now this kind of looks a little bit deformed, but I don't think it's going to come out or anything. But now we're going to move on to the other side, and hopefully I don't have the same issue, because that was annoying. Alright guys, I'm hoping I don't have the same issue that I did with the other side. But I'm going to try to get this top one out, and then hopefully we don't have, like I said, the same issue as we had on the other side, where the pin doesn't want to slide through. Because that's going to be a major problem. That's going to be a major pain if that's what I have to deal with. And I already lost a screw. Oh, here it is. That one, this one. So let's get these slid out. So the bottom one right here, we can get slid out like such. Whoops. Bottom one out. And top one. Yeah, see how easy the top one's supposed to slide out? Now, you know what, the first thing I should probably actually do is see if this will slide through. Wow, that one will. That one will. This one looks a little tight, just like that first one. Looks like I'll be able to get it through though, but yeah, something was up with that first one. That first one, the middle part, it did not want to slide through this middle piece. At first I thought it was these little black pieces, but it wasn't. Now this fluid, I don't even have gloves or anything on. Dump this fluid in. This fluid's not looking the cleanest either. Screw it down. Come on. I'm going to take this back off to make sure that that's seated. It probably is now seated kind of inside. Sorry guys if I'm not doing great with the camera. I've kind of gotten, you know, started off wanting to film a quick video and, okay there. So the bladder's up in there, which is fine. Oh my gosh. not going to worry about doing any more tightening than that. With the thread lock, theoretically it should hold it on. Alright, now let's see if this is as easy to get back together as I'm hoping it is. Because yeah, one of these has to go on either side, these little black pieces. Cut myself somewhere along the way. Bottom pin in. Trying to get this on video, guys. Don't have the camera set up perfectly. And these are Traxxas Upgrade parts too, so I'm a little bit surprised that the fit wasn't great. That first one did not fit, like, at all. So let's see if this side, can you guys see that? Alright. Let's see if this one will go through. I'm going to just tap this. There we go. Okay, as you guys can see, that side slid in way easier. Like, way easier than the other side. So let's just get these tightened back up. So, get those little retaining things. I don't even need the retaining thing on the one over here because that's never going to slide out. I don't even know how I'm going to get that one back out. That one's going to be so difficult to get back out. I don't know. I thought I was going to have to put the plastic cap back on that side, guys. So the front ones are done, guys. How do you think it looks? Looks nice. Alright guys, the new shock caps are on. What do you guys think? I think they look pretty nice. This one got a little mangled because I had to use a pliers because I was trying to use a pliers to push that pin through. I couldn't push it against the back of this because it was starting to really chew into the back part of this, so I actually had to get it on the back part of this cap and push it through that pin using a pliers or a channel locks. So that got a little bit torn up, but I guess in the end of the day, no big deal. Next thing I gotta do is I gotta go outside and test them out, and I will definitely get some video for you guys. I want this to kind of be versatile. I don't want this to be just for doing big jumps. So obviously if I'm just doing big jumps, I'm gonna be putting some thick shock oil in. That's why I thought about 80 weight. I just put 50 weight in. We'll see how that works. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Also, let me know, do you like the look of these shock caps? Do you think they're worth it? I do have to say, that was kind of a pain though. And I bought these years ago and I just never got around to putting them on. And they are Traxxas Upgrade shock caps. Alright, later guys.